tonight is we are doing a flash pasteurization on the milk that we collected earlier in the day. We are not going to use this today for human consumption. Instead, we're going to use this to feed 2 of our baby goats. So I'm just getting ready. I've put some water in a pot, put it on medium-high to boil, and now I am just going to throw some ice cubes into this bin, because we will need it to flash cool the milk to keep a better flavor. There are several different methods of pasteurization. Like I said, what we're going to do is a flash pasteurization. We are going to heat the milk up to 165 degrees and hold it there for 15 seconds. This is mostly to prevent CAE or tuberculosis or any of the other nasties that can be carried through mama's milk to her children. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up the jars we had from today's milkings, and we're going to start by straining them to get out any hair or little nasties. Cheesecloth can work for this, a nice thin towel from your kitchen. It's important not to wash them with other laundry, not to use fabric softener. Fabric softener is actually very, very dangerous. I prefer to use vinegar as a fabric softener for these. There's usually just a little bit at the very end that doesn't like to drain through. So I just pull the corners up, give a little bit of a squeeze. There's some other methods using funnels. I will get those filmed for you shortly and put up online too. They're a little bit easier if you're doing it by yourself. I only ever use the towel once for straining. Remember not to let goat's milk dry on your glass because it has smaller fat molecules to it. It tends to stick and leave a haze if you don't clean it off right away. And we're just going to set this in like a double boiler and stir. Most people use a candy thermometer, however I don't have one on hand, and I am not going into town for another week or so. What we're using is simply just one of these temperature guns. And I like to stir continuously just to make sure that you don't end up with any clumps in the milk, or you don't scorch the bottom of it. The colostrum definitely scorches very easily. Another method of pasteurization has to do with bringing the milk gently up to 145 degrees and then holding it there for a half hour to an hour. It depends on who you talk to. A lot of people that don't have a commercial pasteurizer in their house do this by preheating water and putting it in a thermos, bringing the milk up to 145 and swapping it out with the water in the thermos and leaving it to sit for a half hour to an hour. Again, you want to make sure that right after that you cool the milk as quickly as possible for the best flavor. It's been about 5 minutes. We are starting to get close to the 165 mark. We are going to use this milk partially for a feeding this evening as soon as it cools down, and then we are going to quick chill the rest so that we have it for tomorrow. Six 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000, 11 1,000, 12 1,000, 13 1,000, 14 1,000, 15 1,000. So I'm going to take 3/4 cup right off the top for tonight's feeding. And then the rest I'm going to pour right into this jar here. It's a very good idea to use stainless steel spoons and as the inside portion of your double boiler when you're handling the milk. Try to keep it from getting nasty flavors. This portion goes quickly into the ice bath that we've prepared. And I generally let it stay there until it's been there for about 20 minutes, or you see that the ice cubes are thawed. That we're going to use for this evening's feeding. Make sure that you stir it from time to time as it cools. If you do not, and it's exposed to the air, you're going to get a skim on the top of it. Thanks for watching.